Hello, my name is Daisy. I'm going to share my blepharospasm journey with you. I was diagnosed of blepharospasm uh, in October in 2020, and here I am in February 2022. How did it start? My super ambitious nature to do and everything and achieve a lot put me into stress, and that was the culprit. I stressed my brain, my body, to an extent that my brain gave up one final day and said, oops, I'm sorry, this is it. The nerve path connections in my brain were broken and there was a glitch in the software. What were the challenges I was facing? The whole network in my brain became a mess. And all the connections were broken, or they were all messed up in one way or the other. I couldn't open my eyes. My eyelids were in total malfunction. If I tried to open and move my eyeballs to read or to see something or to peep out of the window from my car, I couldn't open my eyes. They would totally close shut. I can't smile. My kids would ask me, Mama, smile, I want to take a picture. I couldn't do that. If I smiled, my eyes would close shut. I couldn't eat with my eyes open. My cheeks would go up, my nose would twitch, and my upper lip would go up, or I would be in a state of deep frown. And I just couldn't eat with a happy face. I was in continuous spasms all the time. I couldn't bear bright lights. My face would ripple from a phone screen. I could not use my phone for about 6 to 8 months. My breathing was very shallow. My brain totally forgot how to breathe. I would only be breathing till here and not deep breathing. I can't talk with my eyes open. I couldn't listen with my eyes open. I always had to close my eyes. I couldn't handle negative emotions like anger or pain. I would end up crying or screaming at anybody or everybody. If there were noises around me or my kids would be screaming, I couldn't handle it. I would run to my room like a sprinter. And I couldn't read a book because that involves eyelid movement. I couldn't handle that. So my eyeballs forgot the tracking mechanism. As a result, I can't breathe and my eyes would close shut. I couldn't talk too much because my last words would fade off, making a useless sentence. There was a problem with my trachea too. Obviously, I can't drive. I couldn't cook or do any household chores. Thanks to my husband, who was beside me, supported me all through the difficult times. Next, what was the path like? My journey when it started in October 2020. I would be a blatant liar if I said I was strong from day one, but I wasn't. It was a shock for me and my family when suddenly one fine day I couldn't open my eyes at all, my eyelids, and I lost myself, I lost courage, I was totally hopeless, helpless. I cried a whole lot. I was at the verge of getting to depression. I had my husband to soothe me, but I was the one going through this phase. I was in a state of denial. What is happening with me? Why is this happening with me? I was speaking to nobody, or I was screaming at everyone. It took me really a month for me and my family to pull everything together. Every day I worked for 8 hours at my job and 6 hours on meditation, yoga, breathing, relaxation techniques, eyeball exercises, eyelid exercises, oromandibular exercises, walking in -4 Fahrenheit in Canadian snow, and dancing kuchipudi jettis until I got tired, and all of these with closed eyes. My work challenged me and it kept me motivated. I'm a software developer. My husband agrees the one and only one reason that I did not get into depression was my work. It was very challenging. I also taught at a Telugu school called Silicon Andhra Manabadi, which I had been doing since a long time. The kids were very sweet and disciplined, and even if I was closing with my eyes closed, they were following my instructions in the class very well, and they all did good in their finals. I know and I heard a lot about meditation, but it was my first-hand experience to be really sitting and doing it and seeing the benefits and its power. I followed many guided meditations that I found on the YouTube and also in the Dr. Farias's Dystonia recovery program. One thing that really benefited me a lot was Agnya Chakra meditation. You meditate with your focus between the eyebrows. I can't describe, but I had many wonderful experiences during and after meditations. Dancing and walking, it has both left and right movements in coordination, and it establishes the bridge connections between the left and right brains. Then I played a lot of Ilayaraja music while I worked on the computer for the whole year, just his music, nothing else. It healed me, it helped me, the tunes kept me positive, they kept me going. At least I had my eyes open while I worked, while I was listening to this music. Then to deal with my children, I bring one child at a time to my room, spend time with them, listen to them talk, and have a small conversation. This helped me slowly get used to my family first and the meditations, and then going back to them. Again, get back to meditations and going back to them. Their screams slowly stopped hurting me. Then the next in my program was Botox. Botox treatment has 26 shots on the face, and it was a lot of struggle. I had many challenges before Botox, and after Botox, it's a totally different story. This has to be taken every 3 months. I was very wrong when I thought Botox was the ultimate cure. No, it wasn't. It was just treating my symptoms, and it gave me an alien looking face. I was not myself. When I was looking at the mirror, it was a different person. For the first 10 days I was good, but again it all came back, and my brain is still not ready to keep my eyelids open. I understood I had to take the support of Botox, but I have to keep meditating, deep breathing, and my oromandibular and eye exercises should be kept going for me to come out of this condition. I really have to work on all the above list of challenges at a time, one at a time, but still all of them together. It's difficult, but I established a plan to do it. I cannot thank enough for Dr. Farias's continuous support on the Dystonia recovery platform, where every time I had a challenge, I left him a question and he would promptly reply back. And I knew people, there was a big community there where I knew there are many people facing problems and they are also coming out of it. So I know there's light at the end of the tunnel. That gave me hope. The platform gave me a lot of hope, without which I would have lost it. And then prayers. I pray to God every day, and I don't remember a single day I missed my prayers since I was 5. I just have never asked anything or to do not ask for a boon back from my prayers. The habit continued with eyes closed all through that year too. After 8 months of a lot of suffering, I suddenly realized I can't dance with beautiful, gracious facial expressions. Because Kuchipudi, the South Indian classical dance, is a gracious and rhythmic dance that requires a lot of facial expressions and eye movements. When I realized I couldn't dance for the rest of my eyes with eyes closed and with Botox expressions, I suddenly cried and I prayed to Lord Shiva, who is the god of dance, to make me feel better for the first time ever, so I can dance better. Then my recovery was steep. From then, I can open my eyes without help from other facial expressions, but I had many, many more challenges. I took one thing at a time, slowly, without losing hope. And now I know how not to stress my mind and strain my body and manage my symptoms and live relatively normal. I still am not 100% there yet, but I can manage my symptoms. My eyes closed shut when I'm excited, very excited, or very angry, the anger has gone down a lot now though. Or when I have to shout out for my kids. I have challenges, I have difficulties reading anything or reciting some prayers with a normal facial expression. So I still have some things that I'm working on, and those will continue. But I learned an important, very valuable lesson. Life is too short to be perfect. Be happy with every little thing you have and appreciate every single day that you can wake up from bed. Thank you.